So hello and welcome back to the landing back in Oman, Jordanian, or Oman, Jordania. Look at that. A beautiful turn to the left. So let's jump back into the cockpit. I've been going descent down to flight level 330, but the port computer, without changing to flight level 330, the airplane was thinking that we already going to descend, but that was not the case. So because that, I have gone with the ATC aboard the ATC, and because I had to do also some other things this evening, I was able to score down at a cost index of 50 to Mach 72. Yeah, you can now see that the VNF path is going down, so I see there 180, so let's do 180 then into there, up descent Mach 72, and let's do then also to speed change to let's see, yeah, yeah, there it was, 257, so 250, that I can talk about the arrival. Let's slow down a little bit. So let's talk about the arrival into Oman. So this flight was 30 May of April 2024. When he was indeed in Turkish airspace, he was going back down, descent from flight level 350 to flight level 330, where he was flying all the way into Oman, and yeah, he had his transponder turned off when he was flying back into the airfield, but the next flight was still Istanbul, and he was also standing at the cargo ramp all the way to the left. So let's talk about the arrival. So we have the Osama 1 Charlie arrival via Osama 11,000 feet, Kingman Max 220 8,500 feet, going to Ordun 6,000 feet, and then to Lonin Max 210 8,500 feet, and it is down to the right, backtracking via heading mode in 2, ILS runway 26 right, so 111.1, final approach heading will be 256, final approach height will be 4,500 feet, and airport elevation, what the airplane is doing it by itself, is 2,395 feet. Trans altitude is 1,300 feet. Runway elevation at trans altitude is flight level 150. Let's see. So the barrel will be 2595. So when we are landing in runway 26 left, yeah, it's down Mike, back on hotel via Foxtrot, going in on Alpha, and then it's into the cargo apron when he was parked all the way to the left on park ramp cargo stand 1. The wind and conditioning, yeah, it's clearly dry, of course. It's 20 degrees, light wind of 3108 knots, air pressure is 1015, dew point 17 degrees, humidity is 45%, yeah, sunset run-wise. The run-wise sunset is 1943, but yeah, that's in high summer, so let's go down and a little bit faster, and let's do some speed brakes out for the moment now. Beautiful looking water, so water textures there, nice colors. Yeah, nothing significant, special. It's yeah, it's beautiful weather, so no problem there at all in 2. Yeah, let's turn up the speed brakes. Let's do first to 50. Let's bring the speed brakes up. Yeah, you can see definitely that the A321 indeed, of course, is longer than the A320 because the safe zone of the payload of the speed is a lot of higher. So you can see there indeed 8,500 feet max to 10. So yeah, so I will then otherwise around about of north to lose some altitude or by heading mode. So let's go and let's do some landing vigors in the tablet. So we are going to Oscar Yankee Alpha India. We are looking for runway 26 left, or 26 right. The wind was, or is, I mean, 3. Let's see. Yeah. 310 by 8. It is 27 degrees, better than in the Netherlands. 1015. 1015. Flaps configuration full. Reserves all. Anti-ice off. Air conditioning on. And then actual landing weight. Can I see that also then here in the payload? What it is now? Let's see, options, payload, 76, yes. So it is now 76.7. So 76.7. And the yeah, that is it's dry. Yeah, we do a normal landing. Yeah, no auto land because it is beautiful weather there. So let's calculate that. Actual landing weight 64.5. Yeah, because we are now 64.7, that we have, of course, a little bit going to descend. You can here also see that the VNAV path is coming back. So let's retract the speed brakes, and also let's turn off the speed, and then he is going to speed a little bit up. It is for the moment now, yeah, speed alt nav. So it's looking now at this moment, yeah, 18,000 feet. Oh yes. So and then let's go to 8,500 feet is the first restriction. So let's go first then to 8,500 feet, and let's do the thrust idle descent alt nav. Yeah, then the purple lines and speeds. There's the blue descent path. So let the airplane it figure it out. It's on its own itself. And of course, I am as pilot flying. I will manage in it that. So the landing weight then will be let's see, 46.5. Let's change that and let's calculate again. So let's see. That give us, I mean, the outer brakes low. Ooh, even with the outer brakes low, we are almost at max runway length. So let's do, and let's of course be safe, because better safe than sorry, of course. Spoken of better safe than sorry, let's save the flight if the sim is crashing. So let's say indeed letter better safe than sorry, or letter of better too early than too late, some people say. So outer brakes minimum. Headwinds 5, calm. Yeah, and then we are landing with flaps full of 135. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired because it was a long day today. Standard pressure. Oh yeah. My brain was one thing. What was knippering there? But of course, the pressure, 15,000 feet. So 1015. So plop, and then 10151, plop 10152, and the standard or emergency screen 10153. So 4 hours and 7 minutes in the air, and we are clock time of 4 hours and 19 minutes. So let's do some configurations. Put in the FMC. So QNH is 1015. Temperature is 27 degrees. The winds are 310 by decimal 8. It was indeed flight level 150 then. So activate that. The barrel or decision height is 95 into there. Flaps full. We are looking fine on the descent path. Also, we are going just in a minute, slowing down. And but let's see, yeah, underneath 235 we need indeed to do flaps 1. So the weather is no issue and the terrain is no issue, but let's be sure and do it indeed by the rules. So let's do right weather and left terrain. We have to do some terrain, but that is, let's see, 100 feet. Yeah, and the landing height is 4,500 feet, so we are completely safe indeed. So 10,000 feet, let's turn on the seatbelt signs and seatbelt signs then, and let's turn on those landing lights. Yeah, it is, you can see a little bit of hazy. Very beautiful, but oh yeah, you can see the ground. Let's refresh 524. Oh yes, indeed. 5,000 feet hazy. So at 5,000 feet, and the landing height was 4,500 feet. So we are 500 feet below that. So when it is below, it's fine, but when it is indeed up, we are screwed. Let's see, also 210, so I think the airplane then will now speed down. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, he is immediately going to the landing speed. Let's do it manually. So that is 210 at 8,500 feet by Kinet. And then of course we have to do flaps 1 in just a second. So let's go to the wing view there. So speed check, flaps 1. Beautiful. Look at that. Amazing how those flaps are coming down. I have no scenery for Amman, only from the airfield, and not photo scenery of the country. So, but in the area of the airfield, it is only sand. So, yeah, sand by default, textures of sand by photoreal scenery textures, it's not making a difference. Let's go also down to 6,000 or above. So then we are now clear to 6,000. Let's do first vertical speed minus 800 feet a minute, because it is 6,000 or above. So we are not in any hurry going to descend down. Alright, so there we go. So flaps 1 is indeed correct. A little bit down, even with 205, and we need even flaps 2 setting, but we are now fine. We can do flaps 2. But let's stay safe and let's stay on flaps 1. So yeah, very beautiful to fly in this livery. That is really a privilege of honest of thing to do. Because Royal Jordanian have some beautiful liveries. Also, they have the 787, so 7878, I think only, not the 9 or even the 10, only the 7878. But yeah, you have it from what it was, Horizon Sim in Flight Simulator. So I was sometimes thinking of doing there in a flight to Istanbul, because from Amman to Istanbul it is only 1 hour and 59 minutes, so we had 2 hours, and I saw last the 787 flying from Amman to Istanbul, flying at 43,000 feet, so yeah. Beautiful high, beautiful cloud skies, and then with this livery, of course, met some NVIDIA game filtering in Flight Simulator, off in prepared, because you have also, of course, the quality wings as 787-8. Long time history ago that airplane, but it is still highly high. What are I saying? High. Oh yeah, high-end airplane to fly in. So yeah, morning. High-end airplane to fly in. Also, I've seen the 737 MAX 8 on flight to Dubai, and fly NAS in the A320 Neo. I have fly in with a friend of mine, Flight Simulator, a long time ago. You had then only the Olso A320 in a Flight Simulator, but hey, for that time it was fine. So we are. Oh, look at that! Yes, and screenshot. Look at that. Yeah, the sun is going down in just a second, because he was landing. When the sun first strike on flight ready 24 was under, so look at that. Amazing, the sun on the side is going settling, also with some haze. Alright, so let's go down back to flight level 5000. And do we have there a speed restriction? No. 210. It's 1015 still air pressure of accumulate. So let's turn on the localizer. That's the cabin. So let's turn up the sounds. Because now it is going interesting.
Hi, it's Norman. Yep, that's the cabin secure for landing. See you on the ground, bye.
You. So those packages have arming slides. They are armed. So then we are going to the right, back up the lock. So let's turn on lock. For now, 4,500 feet. So clear. So then we can now go into 4,500 feet, and we are also clear ourselves out of the speed restriction of 210, dus, so we can also slow down for the landing because we have 10.9 miles to run. Also arm the approach because the glide slope is coming alive, and let's the approach is activated by itself. So speed check flaps 2000 speed brakes armed. Glide slope alive, go around height. Is 5,000. So let's do 5,000 in there. Let's slow down a little bit further. I will this one here open that I can see where I have to go. Yeah, oh, look at that. Yeah, we have also now photoreal scenery from the field itself. So speed check, gear down. So that looks like some steam train was speeding up. I think those gears coming down, but look at that. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Some wing flexion. Ooh, even the shadow of the airplane on the ground. Oh, then I will leave it on this one. So speed check flaps 3. Final landing speed was 135. 135. Let's do the runway turnoffs and nose on, and then we are also having the runway now inside. So let's do my feet on the rudder panels. And let's fly this airplane, this beautiful airplane by itself. Speed check flaps full. Gear down 3 green. Autopilot off. Yes, I know. Because that 500. Up. And clear.
100 above.
Flight slope.
Yes, I know. Let's turn off the auto throttle.
Minimum.
Continue visual landing. Reverse landing fill, yeah, I know. Oh, you're too high.
100. 50.
Let's
40,
spin a little bit up.
20. Retard. 10. Retard.
Up. Yeah, come on. Down. Yeah, beautiful. Roll out, reverse screen decel. I was thinking just for a moment to go around there, because he was floating, going up. But we are fine. Alright, so reverse off. Because we have to go all the way to the end. And I think even the landing rate was perfect or spot on. Yes, it was 172 and the landing was perfect. So yeah, when I go into being a real pilot, I will survive every landing this way. So, terrain radar off, speed brakes retracting, flaps up. Let's stop the block time clock at 4 hours and 40. So let's turn that one on back to make the turn here. I was almost forget that. Yeah, because it's not a thing in Boeing, so yeah. And if you're flying Airbus, you have to remind that you have turned on your nose view. So weather radar off, transponder only on TA only. Alright, so let's turn off the runway turn-offs, landing lights. Strops can go off, and nose is taxi only because we are having go not an other runway cross, so it is here to the left. So let's see, it's a little bit down the speed, 10 knots. Actually, so this hotel. So let's see on my laptop all those taxi ways. Let's see. So we are currently that one. So we are currently in the hotel, going to Foxtrot, and then down to Foxtrot to Alpha, and then into the cargo apron. Yeah, when I'm going on to Foxtrot, I will start the APU. Yeah, 1015 was indeed correct. So yeah, so you can see above from top-down view, I have only some photoreal scenery of the airfield, and you can definitely see where the default scenery is coming in. But when it's this, it looks fine. And I can of course, let's go taxiing the airplane, and let's show things that I have not to do when I taxi. So uniform, Foxtrot. That is, this was uniform. Oh, this door to the north apron, but I'm not an airplane. Yeah, the airplane configuration thinks that I am a passenger plane, but you have no SimBrief cargo profiles. So hotel is an Foxtrot indeed. Yeah, hotel going to Foxtrot right. So it's here to the right. You have also the bug bugs that you have the flies under window screens. I love that. Some quite of extra realism. Beautiful brake sounds. So Foxtrot down, not on November, because then we have back into the passenger ramp. I saw flight radar 24 that was here on the left, the first one, standing, I think it was an A310 by African Airways, of they in Afghanistan, Africa Airways, that one, with the blue tail on it, with, I think it's yellow letters. Yeah, it was yellow letters. An A310 was parked there. Saw a picture on jetfotos.net from that airplane. Yes. That are really old memories also for me as skipper. So Foxtrot down, Sierra is to the right, but I'm going down to Alpha. So let's go and also start the APU. Master switch on, start on. So the APU is going on. let's turn off the localizer. Yeah, it's here down on alpha. So let's brake. Let's go here to the left. Yeah, beautiful sharp ground textures over here. Yeah, so with Maastricht and Cairo is Maastricht and Amman is nothing wrong, only with the scenery of Cairo. But this airplane fly also directly to Maastricht. But I was thinking Cairo is a beautiful place to land with the pyramids. So because that I was there flying to. Also I had a warning that the brakes are hot. I can't believe that that it is, because it is 720 degrees. So let's check that views. Yeah, the writer's one, 325. Alright. Yes, so let's turn on the brake fan, and it's cargo alpha here on the left. So let's turn off those nose lights. Yeah, you can see it here, cargo, and there it is written in Arabic text, but I can really not read this, but I think this says cargo, and it was 10 that he was parked on. When I am doing that, let's check that. Yeah, he was indeed parked all the way to the left. So it was indeed this one where he was also departing from. Alright, let's see if I can be a good pilot to park this thing. I think we are now good. Let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. A little bit brakes going to the right, but look at that. When I was not looking outside and I was going straight ahead. And a little bit forward and stop. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's hold the brakes. Let's turn on the parking brakes, and then APU is available. APU is available. So let's turn on the APU bleed. Turn off the seatbelt signs. Stop the block time clock, and let's kill those engines. Let's look on this side, and let's kill those engines. You can see immediately that the tail is going to the right, because the hydraulics falling away. This line's armed when I turn off the engines. Alright, so let's going into the connections, and let's go with the GPU, ground and mute shocks. Yeah, the shocks are in place, so let's turn back off the parking brakes. Let's reset the rudder, and then brakes are still hot. Let's see, wheels. Yes, the brakes are indeed a little bit too hot. Let's see if they are cooling down, and then yeah, they're cooling down. This was 305 and now it's 300 degrees, so they are cooling down. Not fast. Yeah, you're 295, so they are cooling down. Well, not very fast, because this 26 degrees and it's now in the Netherlands 10 o'clock, so it's 3 hours later I think here, so it's 1 o'clock in the night and it is still 26 degrees. In the Netherlands we'll be saying paw, but alright, so let's turn off the beacon light. Yeah, let's the dome light on because the normal lights are very dark. So let's turn on, click the external power, and let's turn off the APU bleed and master switch warning. Let's turn off those packs and engine bleed. Let's turn off Gen 1 and 2, and let's turn off those fuel pumps there. Yeah, in real life, let's see, so he was his transponder turned off 1595. Oh, and he was departing the next morning 5:22, so he has stand here the whole night. So let's then turn off course off also the IRSs, because they are doing that then also in real life. Can I do yeah, so let's first make a screenshot. Yeah, look at that, the brakes are indeed underneath 280, so it is still hot because you have not to do with your hands put on those brakes because it will burn. So let's go and recall the systems to clear, and yeah, the parking brakes also of the brake fan will also make a beautiful sound. So let's turn that one off and let's go very fast to outside. 3, 2, 1. Ah, beautiful. Man, when I'm going in to Schiphol and it is indeed 30-35 degrees, always Airbus taxiing with his parking brakes fans on. Beautiful sound to hear that in real life also. Nav TCAS filled. That is indeed true because I have turned that thing off and the nav. So let's make a screenshot of the status. So flight time was 4 hours and 22 minutes, so let's reset that, and the block time tide was 4 hours and 40 minutes. Let's do this also to default. Let's turn off those flight directors and CSTR. So 100 000 10,000 minus 0, and then let's reset the transponder to 2000. Let's turn off the weather and Jeep. Alright, unlock the door, click, and then I think yeah, let's shut down the airplane because in real life he was parked here the whole night till the next morning. So let's turn off the airplane, off the anti-skis. Yes, that's cleared. So let's turn off those screens. Master switch off. Look at that, how awesome. Alright. Looking fine. Also, I think I can turn off those, let's see, it was here. Yeah, here. Nice. Yeah, it's going to be then indeed coloring yellow. Yes, this one is green and that one going to green. Let's turn off those air traffic controllers. You can hear in the background the ground crew doing his thing. Let's going to the center. Oh, there is the cockpit only. Alright, let's turn off this one indeed, then ATIS can turn off. Alright. And then let's go and turn off the airplane completely. I'm only curious when I've turned on the window if the sounds will change. Yes. Yeah, you can hear indeed some airplane taking off. So the sounds are changing if you are going to open the window, and you can see it also on the outside. So that is modeled too indeed. Very nice. So let's close this one. So you have to turn that one to the left. Nice sounds. And then I think, yeah, and then yes, it's closed. All right. So then let's go and turn off the airplane completely. So external power off. Check. And let's turn off the batteries. 1 and 2. So the airplane is turned off. Yes. Then we can also the GPU and ground AC off. The wheel chokes of course have to be stay turned on. So let's talk about the arrival, what it was only. So it was pitch 4, bank 0, speed 140, wind speed 8 by a wind direction of 305, G-force was 151. Ooh, it was indeed very smooth. Well, when I was feeling in the yoke. Then of course the minus vertical speed was 172 and the landing was perfect. Nice. So that then was it. Of course, let's save the I will save the flight and the payload status when I delete all those backups, because otherwise I will delete some other ones. Also another airplane is taking off, a light engine model airplane. Alright, so thank you all for now. Let's turn on those sounds a little bit down so you can hear my voice clearly. So thank you all for now, and I'll see you all tomorrow in the next sim, or next flight, or next livery, or next add-on. Of course, in the next livery, but I love this livery, so beautiful. So I will see you all tomorrow for next flight, and bye bye for now. Tschüss. Doei.